in this video I'm going to cover the topic of how to put the latest Triax software onto an old version of the SR110. So basically what I've done here is I've just two boxes. On the top box here I've put on our latest software version. I'm speaking here in November of 2012, 4.1.3, and an older box here that we have that's a year or two old, and it has software version 4.08. Okay, now why would we change the software on it? Well, just say we have an old box and we have an old remote control for it. Okay, the remote control is broken or lost and we need to get a new remote. So the new remotes have changed in design, so that you can see in one hand is the old remote here and the new remote here. It's a somewhat more stylish remote, but the difficulty with it is it'll operate the new boxes with the new software perfectly, but will not operate the old boxes. Any box will say pre-January of 2012 will most likely have the old software and the old remote control on it. So how do we come along and change this software? Well, what we will do is, because it has no USB port, we need to do it with a null modem cable. So what I'm going to do here is, you can just see the null modem cable I have in my hand here. And if we rotate around the back of the box here, so we actually have the feed from the SR110 up there, where we have, I'm just going to pull this out of the way just for a moment. With the RS232 here, and what we would do here is, we would come along and we would connect the other end of the RS232 in here. I'll just actually slot it in here so you can see, and we just bolt it in, okay? And what we would do then is, we would simply come along and turn on the old box. And what will happen at that point is, it'll simply, when it boots up, it'll simply come along and it'll take the software off the new box and put it on to the old box, and that will mean then that the new remote control will then work with the old box. Okay? Now it's rather awkward doing it this way, simply because you need two things. You need a null modem cable, plus you need a Triax SR110 that has new software on it. Okay? So you need a second box. And that can be quite a pain for people, but that's how we've been handling this problem up to this particular point. So that's it anyway, an overview of how to change, put new software on an old version of an SR110 so that the new remote controls will work with them.